Hello and welcome to SirSmuggler's Let's Play episode 35. I'm just gonna continue the rock crusher setup here today. And first up I'm gonna craft those supplier pipes I was talking about. And as you remember, the standard supplier pipe with lapis around the basic logistics pipe, and if you add a couple of buckets you get the liquid supplier. So we're going to need 2 of those. And we're going to replace... Now I wonder if I remove these and replace them with these pipes, they're going to connect to this one as well. I wonder if that's going to cause me problems. It shouldn't, because this one doesn't have a tank inventory, so this pipe should be smart enough to know that it's in this one that is to be supplied. But we'll see what happens. Let's start off with configuring the gates again. If the inventory is items in the inventory, send red pipe signal, redstone signal, like so. And we're gonna need to connect this up to the network. And I should have brought another basic logistics pipes with me. So I'm just gonna go get that and I'll be right back. And here I'm back at the top of my blast furnace. And we need to replace that piece of wire, of course. Like so. And connect this like that. And we need to specify, of course, what we want to these pipes to supply. And that's going to be these lava capsules, of course. So let's say 2 and 2. And we'll see if this connection here causes any trouble or not. No lava. No lava. And here's the lava. So yeah, that did cause a problem, obviously. So we need to do something else. And if I put them here, they're going to connect to this one instead. So maybe I need to actually move the engines to somewhere where I can connect the pipes without them interfering. So I'm gonna have to figure out something else, and I'll be back when I have a good idea. And I switched side on these engines and also added a 3rd engine. So that should work better. Let's give it a try. 2 cancel lava. And same here. And same here. And of course that's not gonna work, because we need to enable partial requests. Because usually there will be only one lava capsule in the chest, and if this one is set to no, and it can't get 2 capsules, it's not gonna bother asking for 1. So the chest will never be empty, and so no more capsules will be produced. So this needs to be set to yes on all of these, and now things should work better. Here comes the first can. That's gonna start up one of the engines, yeah. And then it's gonna take a while to produce the extra capsules, but that's okay. So now we should have some action here. It's rather slow actually, even if you power it. I think it can run on like three of these engines running on biomass will be enough to max the speed of this one. Creosote oil produces a little less energy than biomass, so I'm not gonna get quite to the maximum speed, but it's okay. This will mostly be a machine where I just dump in some stuff and just leave it alone for a while. And now all three of them are running. And here we get our crushed obsidian. Now every cycle when processing obsidian, it's going to produce crushed obsidian, but it also has a chance to produce obsidian dust. But you can also crush this crushed obsidian, and that way you are guaranteed to get obsidian dust. So now all that remains is to pump out the finished products and let them enter our logistics network. And I think this steel chest here will be a good place for our obsidian dust and crushed obsidian. So I'm just going to hook up the wooden pipe to pump out the products, and then we're done. So I'll be right back when I'm ready. So I hooked up the wooden pipe underneath here, and I'm just going to route it right here and connect it up to the network, and everything will be sorted. And of course I forgot to fire up the redstone engine to power this pipe. Like so. And now everything should be in working order. And we'll see if the shut-off switch works as well once these are gone. So I'm gonna go sleep, and we'll see if it's turned off when I return. And it looks like all the engines are now turned off, as it should be. And hopefully the products ended up in this chest here. Yep. Excellent. So that system is pretty much done now. Let's just dump a bunch of obsidian in there and let it work. And then we'll see what fun we can do with all this stuff. I've had this rock crusher running for a while now, and we got some this crushed obsidian and obsidian dust, and I think it's time we try it out and see what we can do with it. So if I go to my rolling machine and put in steel with this obsidian dust, I should get reinforced rails. And then let's get a stone rail bed. Should be here. There we go. And now we combine that one with the reinforced rails and see what we get. 16 reinforced tracks. So they're supposed to be resistant to explosions, so I'm going to try crafting something that I have actually not done before. I believe this is it, yeah. Some TNT. Let's make a few pieces actually. And I'll go find a nice place where I can play around with this, and I'll be right back. So I'm out here in the desert, some bit away from important stuff. So let's just start experimenting a bit with all these new things. Obviously they work as standard rails. And I wonder what tool you use for these. I suppose it's the pickaxe, yeah. So much faster than ordinary obsidian to mine, of course. But will it be as blast resistant? Maybe I should have put it... yeah, I'm gonna change this. I wanna have it right next to, so that the explosives can go the same distance from both tracks here. So let's just real quick here try this out. If I were to place that, and I suppose I should be able to light it with this. Yeah. Well, okay, interesting. So, not that blast resistant it seems, but I suppose there's a reason for that. It looks like this crushed obsidian here is, yeah, it's behaving like sand or gravel. So when the sand below it was destroyed by the explosion, it fell down, and then obviously the tracks laid on top of it also fell down. But at least the material itself survived the blast. So if I just put more of this stuff, maybe like so. Let's bring some more mayhem to this and see what we get. There you go. So the tracks and the crushed obsidian does really well with surviving explosions. They are not affected at all, it seems. But be careful with the surrounding material, since crushed obsidian is basically gravel. So if the ground below it is destroyed, it will fall down, and of course any tracks will then pop off. So, interesting little material. and might be good if I want to build railroads down in the nether or something, where you have ghasts shooting at you all the time, so the tracks are not going to be destroyed by that. And of course it's a lot easier to work with this crushed obsidian than standard obsidian, because it's a lot quicker to break. So yeah, that's what you can do with the rock crusher. And of course it's always fun to blow things up. So maybe sometime in the future I'll build a railway in the nether from my portal to the nether fortress where I gather my blaze rods. That might be a good idea. So I'm gonna put some more obsidian into that crusher thingy. Because, well, can't hurt, can it? And I have more than enough obsidian to go around anyway, so that might be a good idea. And I'm back here at my railcraft production area, and I want to change some things in here. Currently I have this chest here for the steel and whatnot, and it's set up to disable the supplier pipe on top of the blast furnace once there's no more free spots in this chest. But I don't want to have it like that, because now I want to run this rock crusher and produce more of this stuff. And in order to leave room for that, I'm gonna have to, well, remove some of these unnecessary stacks here. But I don't want to produce more steel, because really I have quite enough as it is. So I'm gonna change the way this works a bit. And let's see. First I'm gonna move this pipe that pumps out the steel and put it down here instead, on that torch. Like so. And let's see, we can put the engine there, will be good, like so. And I'm gonna activate it in a moment, but first let's do this. Let's see. We want to have this go down here and come from this direction. So I'm gonna have a chest down here and these pipes leading into it. So all the steel is going to be pumped out into this chest. And then we're going to have a provider pipe right on that chest. And here I'm going to move this pipe here with the modules and stuff. And also, let's see, this pipe here comes from the rock crusher and enters the logistics network. So I'm gonna have to move that a little bit as well. Let me just clear up a little more space here to work with. So now it's a bit more spacey here, so I can work with it. And we're gonna have this connect like so, and then we'll have a supplier pipe right here. And if I now take out some steel, I can tell this guy to keep must be a faster way to do this, of course. Yeah. Shift click. So 127 seems to be max. But that's okay. That should be more than enough. So that's a little more than 2 stacks. And we can just put this extra steel in there. And then the interesting part here is going to be this gate here. And I'm going to tell it if supplier fail, then you will send a red pipe signal, but I need to place the pipe wire first, like so. Red pipe signal. So request fail means that there's not enough steel in this chest here to resupply this chest with the steel that this pipe is trying to keep. So when we get that red pipe signal, we want to enable that pipe again. Yeah, let's do it like that. So then we just need to connect the back of this chest to the logistics network without connecting it to this small mini network here. It's not really a network, there's just 2 logistics pipes. Because if I do connect it so that this one is connected to the main network, it's going to resupply itself, like it's going to be a loop here, and that's not good. That would break the whole concept here. So we are going to need to break that one and replace him with a basic logistics pipe, like so, and then we can have the chassis pipe on the back of this chest instead, like so. And I'm gonna go sleep and I'll be right back. And we're back. So this one should again have the provider module and the polymorphic item sync, and this one to be 1 item per stack, just as it was before. And then we need to connect this guy again, and as I said, we can't have him connect to that one, so we need to go around a bit like that. And of course, before I forget, we need to fire up this engine again, like so. So it's not gonna be, well, that should work actually. And yeah, I need to set up the wire, of course, because the wire here now doesn't go anywhere. So if I just place a structure pipe right there, and then take out the wire again, like so, and onto that one. And that one, and it's connected all the way. But now I need to reconfigure the gate on this one because I reversed the signal. So if you don't have that one, you will disable the pipe. That should work. And it's gonna continue to burn what is already supplied, of course, but after that it should not invest anymore. So now I can remove this unnecessary stuff that I did before just to stop the steel production. And I can return the obsidian into this machine and let him work. And of course clean it up a bit. So it's not going to be quite as pretty as before, since I need to have this pipe visible here. And yeah, I don't like that actually, but what you gonna do? And of course some dirt. I'm not quite happy with this pipe being so out in the open, but well, I could do it one more down below, couldn't I? Yeah. So let's just let those items pass by. And I can remove that one and place it like so instead. It's a little bit better, but well, not perfect. Yeah, it'll have to do. I could fill in a little more cobblestone in the area behind here and below, so that it's a little less visible. But I'll do that off camera. For now, this is all I have time for this episode, I think, so I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for watching everyone, and I hope I see you again. Until next time, bye bye!